Today we're going to work on our sketchbook page for map icon ideas. So the first thing we need is our title. We'll title it Map Icon, ICONS. Be sure to put the date under that and then your name down at the bottom. All right, from here on out, we're going to start to create different icons that you might put into your map. The first thing I think of is homes or houses. Now I'm just going to come up with a couple ideas of how I might draw a home. You might draw more than one. You might even go a little bit abstract or thinking of different space than what you're used to. I'm drawing some kind of traditional homes around my area, but maybe you want to draw something that you would see in Minneapolis. You know, some big skyscrapers or something like that. Another thought I had when I was drawing houses was maybe to make a castle. This map doesn't have to be a map of houses. It can be a made-up map as well, maybe including a castle. Now let's think of another icon that we can add onto our map. How about trees? There are so many different kinds of trees, for sure. For icons, you can definitely stick more simplistic, make it simple. So a lot of times I say no lollipop trees, but in this case, go ahead, you can add a lollipop tree. Or maybe you're thinking of a pine tree, kind of drawing that zigzag line going down on either side. Or simplify it even more, just do a triangle. If you want to give it a little detail, maybe some lines are crossed. You don't have to stop at just one type of tree. Go ahead, think about small trees or bushes. Think about Y trees. Think about all the different kind of trees that you might see around. I saw a lot of people creating some islands, so maybe you even think about a palm tree. Go for it. Okay, let's look at the rest of the icons that I came up with. Maybe I want to think about water. So if I'm thinking about representing water, we have some blue areas on our map, but we could add some waves. Waves can happen a lot of different ways. There's so many different kinds of waves, and it's just by creating different lines. So here's some different ideas that I had for sure. Hills and mountains, again, there's so many different kinds. Don't just stick with the first one that goes into your brain. This is your brainstorming. This is allowing your brain to think of lots of ideas, and then you choose your favorite. So maybe your mountains are a little bit more jagged. Maybe they're smooth. Maybe they have snow on the top. Go ahead and draw many different kinds of hills if you're going to add them onto your final piece. Practice some roads, practice some cars, practice some boats. Whatever else you want to add onto your final map, please practice them before we move on to our final.